What's going on, guys? What I perceive here. I was just having a good old fun old time doing things on the internet, doing whatever. And I saw that the old school Christian melodic metal band War of Ages just released a new song. And I have heard some of their newer stuff coming out, and it's pretty good. So I figured with this new one that just came out, we'd do a reaction video for it. Because why not? Why not? So we're going to see if it bumps right now. We are going to check that out.
The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion.
This is going to be War of Ages Laodicea. So let's get to it. Oh yeah! Holy Spirit, come!
Unleash the fire within!
Oh! Oh my goodness, man. Oh. This is hands down. This is hands down one of this is shut. Shh. You stop. You stop with your nonsense. This album is gonna be
their best, hands down. Like all the songs that have like that I've heard so far, I think there's three. Maybe I've only heard one of the other ones. Let me see. But all the I know. So Dominius. I think it was that one called Armageddon. I think, and I remember that one was that was hard. Like that one was so sick, and they're still doing it. They're running it. That was, and it just I listened more to the music than the lyrics in that first run through. That's usually how I listen, to be honest. And what I did kind of pull from the lyrics, it's War of Ages, so they're a Christian band, and they're signed by Face Down Records, which I'm pretty sure strictly only signs Christian bands. They're a Christian label, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, lyrically they were theologically just good. It felt spirit-filled. It was dude, that was sick. And it was just they got so good, because like when I was younger, and like I think what was it, like Collapse, and God, what are some of the older songs I can't remember, like I guess like All Consuming Fire. Those songs were good, like melodically, and they had like from what I remember, because those are like gotta be older than 12, 13 years now. And they were good for their time. And then there's been some newer stuff that I listened to within the last couple of years that I found that is good as I've drawn back closer to God and kind of grown stricter, especially recently, of filtering what I listen to, just really looking for the spirit-filled side of things. I didn't honestly really like War of Ages that much, like from the time of when I first got introduced to music and was kind of like really discovering music for myself and kind of what it was. When I became in what I guess I'd call the elitist phase of music, where it was like I became like I would pretty much only, I guess it's not entirely true, because I listened to like older stuff like Led Zeppelin and stuff too, but there was a series when it came to metal, and I was like really kind of elitist about metal. Like I only wanted the like most technical, brutal, like filthy stuff. And so War of Ages kind of like fell out for me, because they just weren't that. But whereas I'm sure many people would disagree with my outlook on that, then as speaking in terms of now, I don't feel that same way anymore after listening to that. That was, like I said, that's some of their best work for sure. Granted, I haven't listened to every single War of Ages album and song that has like come out, because I'm pretty sure they've produced quite a lot of music over the years. Yeah, so maybe there's a lot of ignorance on my part, speaking in that regard, but because I think like Pride of the Wicked, because I actually brought it up here. I think Pride of the Wicked was actually really some of the only album that I got exposure to. So really, they're, other than what is their one of their newest ones? Not Rama. The songs that have like, maybe it is Rama that has like. Hold on, let me look here.
What is your
Shh. Yeah, Rama. So like Sleight of Hand and Pyrite and Unspoken. Like I've heard those are relatively newer in comparison with their older stuff. But as I ramble, I don't need to make this a long whole thing. That was good. I thoroughly enjoyed that. War of Ages is killing it. They slay. They are new and improved, definitely properly evolving with the times, and I love it. I can't wait to hear more from them. But from what I perceive Productions, y'all stay royal out there, and thanks for joining me with this spontaneous little endeavor of mine. I love you guys. Take care.